angry Aussie, 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 angry Aussie, Aussie, angry. Alright, it's Sunday night. Hello, Kirsty. In here bright and early. Nice to see you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get straight into prepping to make a video because this might be a bit more involved than the average one. Going to do some stuff in character. It must be an actor. But let me get my script. Reading from the good book. Going back to the hospital, I hope they're going to look after you, Kirsty. This over here is of line of sight. Now we won't do this just yet. We'll do this over here. All right. Is this going? Und we turn the light on. And we turn the camera on. And we zoom a little bit. That's a little bit. That's looking good. No, that was too much. That's looking good. Actually, this might be brighter. Or... That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Oops, here we go. Got that ready. Who's that? Project Redfoot, hello. How are you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you for a little while. Hope you've been keeping well. I am just making a cocktail channel video. Gonna get straight to it. Oh wait, I should have the book for this. God, I've got to clean up over there for later. Okay. G'day cocktail lovers. I've been making quite a few videos for my cocktail book where I just write down cocktails that I like. The idea is simply I've got this beautiful handmade book that I write in, and whenever I open a page, I know it's a cocktail I like. I don't intend this to be a replacement for professionally produced cocktail books. I'm not quite vain enough to put myself ahead of the great masters of the modern cocktail renaissance. I have a few of the modern cocktail books, and one of my favorites is this one from Death & Co. So they subtitle it Modern Classic Cocktails. But this is so much more than a collection of cocktail recipes. They have created a range of absolutely fantastic modern classics, but also in the book, it's how to make them, how to choose your equipment, how to choose all the elements that go in there, even how they create cocktails, how they name cocktails. They even take you through a typical day in the life of the bar. And beyond all of that, they dive deep into their ethos. If that sounds a bit airy-fairy, I mean, don't worry. There are hundreds of fantastic cocktail recipes in here. They divide them into spirits, like there's a section on gin, rum, whiskey, etc. And those are divided into stirred and shaken. And then there are other themed groupings of cocktails in here. Seriously, if you can't open this to a random page and look at the cocktails and find at least one that you think, wow, that sounds really right up my alley, I think you're really not that into cocktails. All right, where are we? Fuck. To set the mood, I'm going to read the opening paragraph from an introductory section called How to Read and Enjoy This Book. There are plenty of great cocktail books out there, old and new, filled with pages of recipes and carefully researched historical references. But when we set out to write our own, we realized that very few bar books actually teach readers how to make and create tasty, well-balanced cocktails and explain why certain tools, ingredients, and techniques are best for any given drink. And then they go on to talk about the hows and the whys that drive their decisions. I have to admit, one of the things I like about this book is it looks like a big old family Bible. It's the Bible for cocktails. I think if I'm going to read from the Bible, I should be more in character. And stopping the things and getting in character. Hello, Heine. Okay, so I'm going to disappear for a minute. Get Mrs. Angry to help me, because this costume involves putting a shirt on backwards, possibly also a suit jacket on backwards. Let me go out here. Hello, can I get some help? Thank you. All right, check that shirt over there. Got this shirt here. Hope I haven't put on too much weight and you can actually do it up.
So do you want me to try for the top button?
Yes, definitely.
That's the top button.
Great.
Is that enough?
Yeah. Just do a couple.
Okay.
Make two more.
Yeah. That's weird, is that?
Oh, maybe I lost a button.
Oh, here. Okay.
Looks like it's giving you trouble.
Oh, well, it's just black against black. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough. Now, I want your opinion. I'm going to get a suit jacket as well. Do I look... I don't know. I don't think I can. Can you put one on backwards? I don't know if it makes sense to have this on backwards as well. Yeah, I have to be able to see my collar, yes. What do you think if I did this or wear it properly. Do it like this.
I don't know enough about what priests look like.
Okay. Oh well. Okay. No one's going to tell me in a hurry. Do I look more? Oh no, this is it.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I think it looks. My other thought was to have the jacket on backwards. Hello, Charlie and Sophie. It seems like you're both there. I'm just getting into character. Look like a dentist without the jacket on. I think. I don't think this works.
It just looks like you got the jacket on backwards.
Yeah, no, I don't think that works. I'm gonna put the jacket on this way, and I'll need your help to get out of this. I'll call you in 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Thank you. Then I've got a stage crew helping me do this. All right, let's go. So I'm going to say a sermon, then make the cocktail, then taste the cocktail still in priest character. So, what do we got here? Yep, that's going. Power on. This is going into power save mode. Okay. Is this rolling? This is rolling. This is rolling. Where's the recipe page? Here. Okay. Now I'm going to cheat. I have my script in here and cheating to camera so the camera can't see it. Today's lesson is from Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 7. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. And how does one know when a kiss is wicked? How do we experience a wicked kiss? Well, for this, we turn to the prophet Phil Ward, and he has defined the very nature of a wicked kiss. By these signs shall we know a wicked kiss. 2 are the base spirits of a wicked kiss, and the count of spirits shall be 2. 1 is not correct. 3 is right. Now I've got to do that again. I fucked it up. 2 are the base spirits of the wicked kiss, and the number of spirits are 2. 1 shall not go for 1 base spirit unless it is on the way to 2. 3 is right out. The first of the spirits shall be the water of life, Iskibaha, distilled from the grain of rye. Preferably at a... fuck. The first of the spirits shall be the water of life, Iskibaha, distilled from a grain of rye, preferably to a robust strength. With this, inspired by the apple that tempted Eve, shall there be a brandy distilled from that fruit of knowledge. Then we call upon the Brotherhood of Monks, first the Carthusian Order, who bring us yellow chartreuse. Then shall we look to the followers of Saint Benedictine for more herbal complexity. Our final element will be health-giving bitters prepared by an apothecary. Thus prepared shall we create the wicked kiss. Into the sacred receptacle we shall add 1 ounce or 30 mils of rye whiskey. Joining it in blessed union shall be 1 ounce or 30 mils of apple brandy. Then shall we add 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mils of yellow chartreuse, followed again by 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mils, this time of Benedictine liqueur. Completion shall come with 1 dash of aromatic bitters. This shall be well stirred on ice, so the drink may be cold enough to ward off the fires of hell. Then shall the whole concoction be strained into a suitable service chalice. Okay, now I'm going to make it. So turning a few things off. The things I do for art, honestly. Yes, there was definitely a holy hang. I'm stealing several lines from Monty Python. Holy hand grenade's the first one I stole. Okay. Let's fucking go. Get that out. Okay. So what do we want? Rye whiskey. Apple brandy. Yellow chartreuse and Benedictine. Okay. God, it's too warm in this jacket. I think it's still bloody 20 degrees. Ugh. Right, let's just get ready with all these thingies. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Over here, over there. It's the same. Well, I'm glad that loud fucking vehicle didn't go past while I was doing my sermon. Alright, that one. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chill my glass. Pretend I'm a professional. Ah, motherfucker. Okay. Let's get 7.5 mils of this ready. Wait, which order did I say them in? I said yellow chartreuse first, didn't I? Yep. Wait. Oh, dude. Wait, how many dashes of bitters? 1 dash. Oh, I don't have the aromatic bitters here. What am I doing? Get the aromatic bitters ready. Okay. Still going glug glug because it's very full. Okay. Got to bring the light around. Let's go. Okay. The whiskey. The apple brandy. The chartreuse. The Benedictine. And the bitters. Okay. That is that. And I shall replace some lids to avoid disaster. Okay. Okay. Put some ice on the baby. Da-dum-da-dum-da-da-da-da. All right. And away we go. Gotta give it a jolly good stir. Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, that is tasting good. And we strain this in. I'm just going to put this over here. So that's done. That's done. Now, this should only take a couple minutes, and then I've got to get changed out of this outfit. Let's do that. What's going on over here? Are you ready? Yeah. That looks ready. Oh fuck, actually I want to fucking put these away. I don't want them in the way. Worried I might knock them over as I gesticulate in my picture. Guys. Hey. Close that, close that. Come on, damn it. It is said that the prophet Phil Ward received divine inspiration from a classic cocktail called the Widow's Kiss. And though this was inscribed in sacred texts, yet did the prophet dare to believe he could improve upon this. Then he did drink of the wicked kiss. Lo, the recipe is a success, and he was compelled to cry out to the heavens, "Oh, this is fantastic! Oh, this is incredible!" Here endeth the lesson. All right, done. That was way less trouble than I was worried. Time to settle down and have my drink. I am raising a sweat from wearing this shit. Okay. Oh god, I just went to undo the button now. Of course I can't, because the shirt's on backwards. Alright. Put the coat back in here. Ah! Oh god, I almost did something disastrous then. Clumsy motherfucker. Alright. I maybe should have put a vest on too. Oh well. Too late now. Oh, I keep going to undo the button and I can't. Hello, little help, please. Thank you. I keep reflexively going to undo a button here. I can't do it. Thank you, my love.
3.
Oh. Okay. Oh, shenanigans. Shenanigans over. Well, those shenanigans are over. Ooh. Oh, lawsy, lawsy. Come on, God damn it. Put this shirt back on. Okay, I got to do a couple things. The bed's getting a bit chaotic again. Got to fix that. Okay, let's put this away. Over here. Ooh. Take this. I put this out of the way. Just put it in there. Now, what's that framing like? I'm just gonna make that home for the elderly more obvious. Yeah. Oh wait, where's my drink? After all that, I definitely want my drink. Hoity hoy. Now what am I doing? Oh, gotta get myself organized. Oh. Redfoot sleeping. Thanks for dropping in. Hello, Justin. What are all these things? Move some stuff out of shot there. The GoPro. Put it over here. Oh shit. Do. That's better. That's looking tidier now. Redfoot going to bed. Take care, my man. Cheers to you. Nice color, this actually. God, very, very, very fucking tasty too. Yum. Justin, Corey Bernardi would fit a very long line of homophobic freaks who tried to use their religion to justify their bigotry, who then turned out to be the very thing. It has happened so often. Because it's like a cliche, it happens so often. But it's a real thing that keeps happening. Man, that's friggin' tasty, I tell you what. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, sure. I'm going to sip this. Redfoot, yes, projecting is the term that's often used for this. Not just for sexual things, just like a lot of people, when they assume malicious intent on the part of someone else, it's often just reflective of they behave maliciously all the time. Doobie-doo, a doobie-doo-be-doo, doobie-doo. Okay, finally got back into Australian navels as opposed to the American oranges, and the skin peels differently. I got to get used to it because I haven't been using these oranges for ages. Justin, you seriously reckon he is? Like I said, it's a real thing that keeps happening again and again. I do think you're somewhat underestimating some people's hatefulness. There are a lot of people for whom their bigotry is not a cover for anything else. They are just horrible and bigoted. But yes, it's hardly, again, given the track record of homophobic evangelicals turning out to be gay, it's hardly going to be a surprise if that ends up being the case with Corey Bernardi. Oh, he's a horrible person. He really is. And he's typical of those far-right provocateur bigots in that he's a sniveling fucking coward as well. Mealy-mouthed fuck. Margaret Court describes homosexual feelings as a battle. Tells me she's living. Well, she's managed to hold her public bigotry for, 40 years? 50 years even? When was she playing? Again, she's just a horrible person. Fuck me, that cocktail was good. I picked a really good cocktail from the Death & Co. book. You know what? I think I was toying with another one, and I think I might make it. I just have to remember what it was. I think it was a rum drink. Oh God, where did I'm getting confused. Where did I put the book? Oh. All right. Okay, sleep, Redfoot. You've said you were a couple times. Oh, yeah, Redfoot. At the least, there's some really bizarre repression going on with these homophobes. Oh, yeah, classic section. I want your originals. Thank you. Rum, stirred. Not the extract, not the Amityville. Angie's Secret. Bamboo. That's a fun name for a cocktail. Not that. Cobra Verde. White rum. Rye. Yellow chartreuse. Green chartreuse. Damn. I kind of like the sound of that. Was not the one I was going to make, but I'm liking the sound of it. Cortado. Rum. Coffee. Okay. Eagle Eye Cherry. Rum. Cherry. Sherry. I don't have those handy. Okay. Cobra Verde. It's not the one I was thinking of, but I might do it. Hispaniola. Tea-infused rum. Hadley's Tears. Appleton rum. Geneva. Galliano. That's coffee. Howl on the Hill. Rum. Vermouth. Midnight Mass. Rum. Cordamo Benedictine. Old Ironsides. Rum. Vermouth. Passing Aiden. Rum. Vermouth. No. Oh, Puerto Rican Racer. That was it. Okay, I'm going to make a Puerto Rican racer. The Liberal Party is scared. Well, I mean, it's a vehicle for wealthy people to try and hold power and dictate economic policy that makes them wealthier. You could kind of argue that about almost any political party. I just think it's more overt with the modern conservatives. All right. So if you're there, Charlie, I'm just going to make this drink, then be ready for the stream. We'll do it again. So I was going to do the Mexican rum for this. It's supposed to be Puerto Rican, but I don't have Puerto Rican. These both have Ron in the name. So it's virtually the same thing. Okay. Rum. Put that back. What else is there? Apple brandy again. Apple brandy getting another look into, and yellow chartreuse getting another look in tonight. Lots of their recipes with apple brandy and yellow chartreuse. Wait, double check. Yeah, okay, half ounce. I was right. And a half ounce of yellow chartreuse back into the Cave of Wonders, because I show it off all the time now, so it's no longer the Forbidden Cupboard of Mystery. I'll leave that open, actually. The yellow chartreuse. Sorry, what else was it? Sugar syrup and Peychaud's bitters. Ooh, fuck. And god damn, I love that sugar syrup. Look, it's meine Peychaud's bitters. There we go. Is this the barrel age? Yeah, okay. So we can go. Okay. Peychaud's bitters. Give that a jolly good stir. Smells really good. Tasted very good off my stirring finger. Going to do this week's one with a few more memes. Yes, I fucking love memes. Nice when I get 100 views. 74, okay. We're picking up an audience. That's what I like to hear. Ah, fuck. Okay, I got to go out and get something, and then I got to come back and set up the microphone for the Laserdisc talk. Okay. It is just about Laserdisc time. Just getting ready. I'm putting some cherries in my drink because I just feel half naked if I don't have cherries in my drink. It's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Okay, in go the cherries. And I need to put, as a precaution, fresh batteries into the recorder here. All right, let's get some fresh batteries. No, Mrs. Angry's lad did not drink enough alcohol to have a hangover. Like, he did make multiple cocktails, but none of them were particularly strong. And what did I have for dinner? I had light and easy spaghetti bolognese, which is quite good, honestly. Their bolognese is quite good. Okay. Got new battery. Well, recharged batteries. Unused since last charge, so this should see us fine. And if I can do double duty while we're talking, I'll put these other batteries on charge so I don't forget. So I'm saying to Charlie, remind me at the end of the stream to post the audio before I go to bed. Also, and this can go to anyone in the chat, remind me to do AI clips, AI generated clips for the show. I don't even know if this is working. Is this working? It's behaving weirdly. But is there something wrong with that fucking plug? I don't know. Try this one. Yeah, I think there was something wrong with that plug. Okay. Whatever. So, also, remind me to take those batteries off charge. Okay. Yes, turn the speak. I think the speakers are low. I never turned them low. So, are you ready to go? Nice lasagna from Safa. Nice. Okay, well, see, here's the thing. It automatically generates these clips. So it picks things that it thinks will be good. That's how it's AI. It's not generating anything. I'm not like doing evil AI shit. It's literally just using a smart software tool to auto-generate some 60-second clips. I just want to see what it does. I can ask it to do it again if I don't like the clips it generates, actually. But there's a limit to how many I can do without paying, and I don't want to pay for the feature. So yeah, I guess tell me when you're ready, Charlie. I'm gonna taste my Mexican racer. That's really fucking nice too. Damn. Making some fine cocktails tonight. But of course, they're from Death & Co. Of course they're good. Oh yeah, I gotta send you a link on Discord. Duh. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART. All right. Ooh, that maybe has to go down a little bit, but I'll wait till you're on deck, Charlie. I actually did not nap today, Safa. I didn't need to. I slept in. And I didn't go to bed late last night. But yesterday's nap was friggin' awesome. It was just perfect. There we are. All right, we're going to take the comments.
God, I was way behind on the. I didn't realize how far behind I am until we got to the last that I was like almost like 3 minutes behind. Okay, that explains why that link came up so quickly.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Hello, everybody. Hello, Angry Aussie. Let's get down some laziness.
Okay, give me a sec. I got to turn the recorder on.
Oh, good idea. Yes.
Yeah. I got to adjust my laptop volume down a bit. How are we going? Come on, little recorder. Is everything ready at your end,
Yours is a
Charlie?
big recorder. Mine's a little recorder.
Mine's a chunky boy. Okay.
What's that?
I am recording.
I am recording too. So just
Want
be
me to do
aware,
an intro this week?
headphone, and since it's been through the wash, it does sometimes cut out when we're on the computer. So if I don't hear you, just play along like I can and then wait for it to kick back in.
All right.
Yeah.
I do an intro or you do an intro?
Hello, Angry Aussie. Welcome back for another week.
Charlie.
It's a whole Laserdisc thing.
It's a whole thing and it involves laser discs.
And what are you drinking tonight?
I have been playing with a cocktail book from a chain of bars called Death and Company. And I call this, or they call this, a Puerto Rican racer, but they said to use Puerto Rican rum, and I didn't have any, so I used Mexican rum. So this is a Mexican racer, and it's super yummy.
Close enough.
I have lots of rum from the Caribbean and Central and South America. I just happen to not have any Puerto Rican rums at the moment. That's gin. Sorry, that's the rum. That's the rum down there.
Rum section, yeah. Which is the gin section? The one above it, right?
So it's gin, whiskey, rum, and some tequila, and this is various mixed brandies and who knows what on the bottom shelf. That is not like a bar's bottom shelf. Bottom shelf at a bar is their cheap, nasty stuff. That's all good stuff. It's just the stuff I use less often.
Yeah. You're not gonna like. Okay, Angry has this thing against vodka. He thinks it's not really a flavor. Like there are some vodkas that are good, but most vodkas are just.
What vodka is useful for is A, getting you drunk, B, carrying the flavor of other things. Like every good bar I've been to has vodka cocktails, and it's because the flavor is in the other element, and the vodka is just to give it an alcohol kick. But yes, my basic thing is vodka's bullshit.
And so tonight I am living and breathing everything Angry hates about vodka.
Premix in a can, nice.
Vodka double black, yeah.
Honestly, I have had so many of them in my lifetime.
So it's just I'm not drinking a lot. I'm just having one while we
having a sip.
Loosens the gums,
Yeah, we're getting loosey goosey while we talk laser discs.
So I've got a little game for you tonight. I thought it'd be a bit fun. Okay.
Yeah.
There are. I've written it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 actors that are in multiple films tonight.
Oh, I've got to pick them.
Okay, you've got to keep an eye out for who's in them and stuff like that. Yeah. And for an extra bonus prize, there are 2 movies in this lot tonight that have the same director and the same actor.
Oh, okay. I've got to have my trivia hat on for this.
So it's just a little bit of fun. It doesn't matter if you don't score anything. We'll just edit it out, Yeah, just a bit of fun. All right, first of all, let's kick off with some... Okay, last week, it was a great week. We had some really good discs, and the week before as well. But I've got a bit of a $5 pile building up, so we need to release the cheapies.
I love your $5 selections. There's always such good bargains in there.
Well, let's start.
Okay, again, great movie. Not on my all-time favorites, but it's a really popular movie.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where you say you had me at $5.
Yeah.
Get it?
See, you beat me to the line. There you
Yeah. Show me the money and buy it.
go. You're killing it.
I'm on dad joke journey today.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. So next up, I haven't seen this one, but this is called Consenting Adults.
I've heard of
with
it. I
Kevin
haven't seen
Kline.
it.
It's a very early role with of Kevin Spacey's. So if that's your thing, and no, I've never heard of it either. And sometimes we're going to come across movies that neither of us know.
Yeah,
And it's okay. It's okay.
it has a good cast. You punt on $5.
Yep. And next up, we have Mole Flanders.
Oh, this is a classic story.
And this has Robin Wright from Princess Bride
Yeah.
and, Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
It also has Morgan Freeman's there. And Stockard Channing.
Most famous for Grease, I think.
Yep. And, of course, Tu Wong Fu, Thank You for Everything, Julie Newmar. Yeah, it's one I always remember her from. For some reason, she just did a really good performance as the wife who was being beaten up, Yeah. It's a full-on movie, but it's a really good one, Like, sometimes the full-on movies are good. Anyway, yeah, so this is Mole Flanders. I have no idea, and it looks very British.
It's a period piece. It's a classic story. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but it's got a good cast.
All right, next up.
Second Tom.
Oh, he's picked a point already.
Well, his big buff head was on both of the covers.
They are very similar kind of covers, aren't they, when you think about it? He's even facing the same direction,
Tom Cruise movies get sold on Tom Cruise. But again, $5 for Mission Impossible. I think some of the later ones were better. They weren't all, but this was good. This was very good. I think some of the later ones were better. The one that was made in Australia was very weird.
1 was very good. 2 was terrible, I've got to say. That was
that the Australian one?
And that was the Australian one. It is so weird watching a police academy film and the cops are driving Fords, like it just takes you out of the film. Like, I want to see, Crowns or something like that, when they're cops, not Australian cars. So, that's all we really got to say about this. It's a widescreen version and it's $5. Yeah, 1, 3, and the new 2 ones, the new double, back-to-back one.
The closing one.
Yeah, incredible. Look, it's an overall very satisfying action series. They've held up over the years. Better than Fast and Furious, hot take.
Oh, much better than Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious is great, by the way. I'm not a Fast and Furious hater. I've actually watched all of them and enjoy all of them thoroughly, as ridiculous as they are. But yeah, I found Mission Impossible films to be just that little bit better written, Okay, next up we have Mary Riley.
Right. So this is a Frankenstein adjacent story, if I remember rightly.
Okay. Yeah, Jacqueline Hyde, told from the maid's point of view.
Sorry, Jekyll and Hyde, not Frankenstein. There you go.
You're on the right track.
It was gothic horror. And I think this was a young Julia Roberts' peak as well. They were just chucking her into everything and seeing if
Not really. 1996 this came out, and it also has John Malkovich in it as well.
That makes it worth watching.
When you're talking about Julia Roberts, once you get past Sleeping with the Enemy, and Pretty Woman, she's and Hook when she was just Tinkerbell and getting paid just as much as Robin Williams playing this small part. Yeah, I feel like she was equal to, in the way of standard. What a weird movie choice, though. She did the same thing as her brother. She would pick some really strange roles to
Mm.
do, you know. But yeah, no, good on it. And yeah, $5. All right, next up, The Big Red One.
Oh, this was a movie. It's a war movie. Mark Hamill did this just after Star Wars.
Yes, yes.
John Wayne's the lead, if I remember rightly.
There's a whole bunch of famous people in this.
Yeah.
The Big Red One. Okay, Lee Marvin. Yeah, it's a autobiographical. Can you say it?
Autobiographical.
Autobiographical. World War II epic, and yeah, this is the first. This is what everyone knows everyone knows it as the first film that Mark Hamill did after Star Wars. This version was edited by the studio to the absolute shithouse. And if you want to, you can get a Blu-ray now that has the director's cut.
Oh.
That is much better than this version.
Oh.
But this is $5.
Yeah.
You know, so start somewhere and watch the original, you know, and get some Mark Hamill in your collection, you know.
Exactly.
On a side note, that one's on Plex, you know.
Is the Blu-ray though? Now that you've talked up the Blu-ray,
yeah, the extended edition version. That's exactly what I was.
Because I've never watched it, so I might watch it now. I know you've.
Yeah, I got it because of the that channel that you put me onto, Village Verse.
Yes.
Vintage Verse, sorry, and they talk about old films and stuff like that. They do a top 10, and that just I'm so hooked on that show. It's not funny. Okay. Next disc. The Great Caruso.
Is that like a classic? That looks like mid-20th century.
Yep. So it's an MGM film, and I'm not seeing a year. Oh, there it is. 1951.
There you go. Do we have any Caruso fans? You can have that for $5.
You can have that for $5. Heck, if you ask me really nicely, I'll give it to you for free. Okay, next up, The Hunt for Red October. That's a 90s
classic.
And this is directed by John McTiernan, who also did Die Hard, if my memory serves me wrong. And starring Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin. And yeah, this is a cool little submarine movie. We've been doing lots of submarine movies. We've had 3 submarine movies in 3 weeks. Yeah.
That's the first Jack Ryan film.
The reason why this is $5. Series. I'm sorry, what was that?
That's the first Jack Ryan movie series from Tom Clancy.
Yes, yes. So there's 4 Jack Ryan films?
There's Harrison Ford did several. And then they've done various reboots and relaunches like Young Jack Ryan. And there was a streaming series about it as well.
Right, that's where my brain's gone. It's thinking about the streaming show Jack Ryan. Yeah.
Chris Pine did movies as young Jack Ryan.
The reason why this is $5 is because this is just the pan and scan version of the film. And when you're talking about a big action film, you can probably better off with getting the widescreen version. And if I'm a widescreen kind of geek,
definitely.
I like to have all my movies, even though it has less data overall, because a widescreen movie has black bars up and below us right now, and in turn, you're getting less picture quality than you would if we were stretched out to the whole of the screen. But in turn, you're getting the whole frame.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have the whole frame than a higher resolution. Okay, another one that I don't know. Immediate Family. Starring Glenn Close. We also have James Woods, sorry.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm completely
Stuart
unfamiliar
Matheson.
with this one. Got a couple
a
big
drama
names.
about having a surrogate baby.
Oh, so that's why there's two young people there. The two young people
Yep,
are
it
actually,
joins the dots when you put it that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
making the
it
baby,
seems to
and the
be
older
very
couple are adopting.
stereotypical. Look at the guy in the leather jacket, you know. Oh, I knocked up my missus, and now we got to
He's-
give away the baby because we can't afford to keep her.
He's got some sexy sperm to make a baby.
And then, you know, James Woods is probably like, you know, I don't want to say that. But, sorry, James Woods is an asshole. I don't like him at
He
all.
is. He really is.
Okay. Next up, we have Daniel Day-Lewis in The Name of the Father.
Oh, this is a good one. This is about wrongly accused Irish people in the height of the Troubles in the 70s. The Brits were just arresting someone for being Irish after the IRA did a bombing. And he and some of his friends were completely bogusly arrested, charged, and convicted for a crime they had nothing to do with.
They're called the
and
Guildford
cops
Four.
actually knew they were innocent, but they wanted a conviction, so they just went for it.
Oh, wow.
And it's very intense. But yeah, it is an early Daniel Day-Lewis film. He's very good in it. Some pretty intense viewing, this one.
So if you want some torture porn for $5, there you go. All right. From one torture porn to another, we have Jesus Christ Superstar here. And this is sealed, never opened.
Okay.
Probably not much more to say about that than...
That's the 70s movie, or is that a later version?
This is the big one, yeah, the Universal version.
This is so camp. The way they staged this, I love it. It's so camp. They're hamming it up all the way through this. And honestly, it's an early Andrew Lloyd Webber, Tim Rice collaboration. If you like stage musicals, the songs are really good.
Yeah, they're really good. The music's really good.
And the 70s movie is a fun camp rendition of it.
So the guy who made it, Norman Jewison, I found that to be a funny name considering it's about Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
And it was filmed in Israel. He also made Moonstruck, In the Heat of the Night, The Fiddler on the Roof, and Rollerball, and The Thomas Crown Affair with Steve McQueen.
There you go.
So he's got a good history of films, you know. All right, how about another $5 disc?
Yes. Fabulous. Okay, what is this?
The Fabulous Baker Boys with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, I just saw the word fabulous.
Yeah, right? What? Yeah, it makes it a bit confusing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get there, and it's very well known for the scene with Michelle Pfeiffer and the piano.
Yes, it is. So Jeff and Lloyd Bridges, who are real life brothers.
No, not Lloyd. Lloyd's the father.
Oh, sorry, Lloyd's the brother. Bo is in there.
Yeah, Bro's the brother.
Sorry,
correct.
That's a slip on my part.
And take note of that name, by the way, because Beau Bridges might be popping up in another movie later on. So
filing that away. All right.
Yes, please continue. Yeah, Beau Bridges and Jeff Bridges.
I just say they play brothers who are musicians, and it's the name's almost a trick or a joke in as much as it's the Fabulous Baker Boys, but Michelle Pfeiffer's singer character becomes the center of everything, and the brothers are kind of more in the background than her.
And absolutely iconic film. Worth it. Just that $5 is nothing compared to watching Michelle Pfeiffer
that is a fantastic $5
on the piano. And then when I say sex it up, I don't mean physically having sex. I mean you're just sitting there going, "Wow, wow."
Very sultry
Yeah.
torch singer.
There was a reason why she was considered to be one of the most beautiful women actresses of the 80s, and that
Absolutely.
movie is a real sales point when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for the $5 pile.
Okay.
That smashed through, yeah. But a lot of movies, when we don't know them, we just kind of knock them out real quick, you
Yeah.
know? Mama's going to knock you out. Hey, we're done with the $5 already.
What?
No. We're only a third of the way through. There's $5. Sorry, the wife wants to know.
No,
how
yes, I
many
know what's
already.
going. I'm assuming we're editing this one. But
No, we're keeping this in. No,
we're keeping her in.
Yeah,
Okay.
the audio is going to be like, oh yeah, no, definitely.
We beat Robert Evans. The kid stays in the picture.
That's some good cheap liquor. Okay. Next up, we're done with the $5 section. Let's get on with some good discs. Here we go. We have
Oh, what year was this one? This is like an oldie.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was from 1954.
Yeah.
Starring Kirk Douglas and James Mason, Peter Law. Yeah.
Okay, but I already know the answer to Kirk Douglas because I know what the movie of the week is because you gave me homework.
Yep. But yeah, anyway, 20,000 Leagues. This is a exclusive archive collection. These are gorgeous. It's
Nice.
really a wonderful way to collect Laserdiscs is getting all the exclusive archive collection discs. Tron, and there's a beautiful one of what's that? What's Alice in Wonderland? Just magic pressings. The clarity of picture quality and the attention to detail is perfect. And you are squeaking a bottle that I'm going to have to edit out in post.
Sorry, I was trying to do it away from the microphone.
When I have to play that back 20 times, I hear that like nails going down a chalkboard.
Damn.
It's all right. That's why I'm talking about it, so we can cut it out.
Yeah.
Fantastic pressing and really cool movie.
Really great
Have you
Disney
seen it?
adventure movie, this one.
Yeah. Perfect way to put it. This old school Disney adventure. And then we got something a bit newer. It's a little bit dusty, but I'll have it all cleaned up by the time I put it up on the center. We have Pleasantville.
Oh, Pleasantville.
And Tobey Maguire is in this.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
And Jeff Daniels. And this is a 2-hour metaphor.
Yeah. So they get sucked in they watch this old TV show called Pleasantville, like 50s black and white, and they think it's a perfect world and the modern world is icky, and they get sucked into it and they come face to face with all the shortcomings of 1950s small town America. Hint, the racism. And there's a whole metaphor of when people get enlightened, they shift from black and white to color.
It's funny, if this movie came out now, everybody, and I mean even lefties, would be calling this film woke. They steer into some very, stereotypes that gets a little bit on the nose, but at the same time, it's a lovely, enjoyable film, and it's rare as hen's teeth. This is a very late release film, and really good one to get. And the special effects, when people would become color, and they would be standing next to someone in black and white, that was a really difficult thing to do in 1999, 1998. Cool film. William H. Macy as well, from Shameless.
Yeah. He's very clean cut compared to his Shameless character.
Yeah, what's that?
I said he's very clean cut compared to his Shameless character.
Oh, yeah, Well, okay. William H. Macy from Fargo. William H. Macy from Boogie Nights.
Yes.
William H. Macy from what was that one where he's a superhero and he's holding the shovel?
Oh,
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men. Yes.
Yeah, with Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
I love this movie.
Enema of the State. Oh wait, no, it's Enemy of the State.
And it's all still relevant. It's about a surveillance state and government
Oh.
overreach and our privacy. And like 30 years later, it's so relevant.
In the film Hackers, and I know I'm going to keep referring to Hackers throughout this show when we do this, but suck it up. There's a character called Emmanuel Goldstein, and he's referring to how 1984 is like a typo compared to how much our names go through computers each day. And this is an exact replica of where we are now versus 1998 when this came out. This is nothing compared to the amount of surveillance and the way we're kept tabs
a lot
on.
of the stuff in Enemy of the State is speculative and out there at the time, and it's so insignificant compared to the actual surveillance we have now.
Absolutely, yeah. And the way people are willing to give away data and information about themselves to sign up to a website, but then once the government wants to protect them and keep them safe and stuff like that for their information and exchange of information, they're like, oh no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just want to say something about the CIA crew in that one. Young Jack Black is one of the hackers in it.
Yes.
And the CIA crew has the two nerds who are doing the hacking and two buff heads who are like enforcement. And I still remember the one hilarious line, like they're tapping into satellites to track someone, but of course the satellites up there, you can only see from the top down, so you don't see anyone's faces. And the buff heads who don't know anything about anything, just like, they just go like, why can't you move it so it takes a picture of someone's face? And Jack Black just goes, yeah, you should invent that. A satellite that can get someone's face.
Well, they have. It's called drones.
Well, it's drones
common
now.
You know,
be getting tracked by drones now.
Okay, so next up we have some Outer Limits. They made a movie, and it's called Sand Kings.
Twilight Zone's poor cousin, yeah.
So, noticing the cast, we have Beau Bridges.
Second Beau Bridges for the evening.
There we go. I knew you'd call it, yeah. So it's 2 points out of 2. Well done. Where were we? Here we go. Okay. Beau Bridges. Helen Mirren is also in this one as well.
Nice.
2-part Showtime pilot. George R.R. Martin story. Starring Helen Mirren and Beau Bridges, who both appear elsewhere in this lot. George R.R. Martin, hey? That's pretty cool.
He's been around forever. He's done so much.
Okay. Well, I wasn't aware of that. I'm just known
most famous for Game of Thrones, but he was doing heaps before Games of Thrones.
All right. Next up, we have the Andromeda strain, the Andromeda strain. I'm going to start that again. Ready?
Okay.
And next up, we have the Andromeda strain. And this is a Robert Wise film. Yeah. Robert Wise.
This is 60s paranoid Cold War sci-fi. It's really good.
Is there anything better? Is there anything better than 60s Cold War sci-fi? I love that shit.
But it's a whole thing with a virus from outer space that I think the idea is if it escapes, might kill everyone on Earth. This is Jurassic Park guy. The story is
Michael Crichton. Yep.
This is a Michael Crichton story.
Robert Wise also directed the Star Trek movie, that we did a few weeks ago. You know, the Star Trek First,
Yep.
Sound of Music, West Side Story.
Mm.
He's been on a few of our videos.
Mm.
Yeah, so got some talent behind the wheel here.
Hell yeah.
Although the actors, I don't really know. I've got to say,
It's more the people who made the film are famous, like the writer and the
Arthur
director and
Hill,
everyone else.
David Wayne, and James Olsen were the big stars in that. All right, now we're on to the featured film of the week.
Okay, film of the week.
Did you do your homework? Yes, you did, because it's the featured film of the week.
7 Days in May. I think the shortest description of this is a serious version of Doctor Strangelove.
Okay, yep.
Because it's a contemporary of Doctor Strangelove.
Yep, so the basic storyline is the president is having very low popularity ratings and down into the 20s. Because he signed a contract with Russia to disarm both countries. So they're not carrying millions and hundreds of thousands of nuclear weapons. They're just, instead of building more and more of them, they're like, let's both disarm. And everyone's like, are you stupid? What are you doing? If you do that, they're going to keep one if they want to. And next thing you know, you're on your knees. And so in turn, we have Burt Lancaster.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. In every movie,
He's very good.
Birdman of Alcatraz, he's worked with Frankenheimer a lot in Seconds, in other movies that I can't think off the top of my head, but there's at least 4 or 5 movies. I think Birdman of Alcatraz is John Frankenheimer and Burt Lancaster.
Yeah.
And so he's a general. Is it a general or an admiral?
No, he's a general. And so the president has managed to get Congress and Senate to pass his nuclear disarmament deal. The military think it's bogus, and the 2 key military characters are in it. Burt Lancaster is a general, and Kirk Douglas is a colonel, a Marine colonel who works closely with him. And very early in the movie, Kirk Douglas's character starts. I don't want to give away too much because it's a conspiracy movie. It's a political drama intrigue, and it's a conspiracy movie. Very early, Kirk Douglas's character starts getting hints of a conspiracy, and it becomes, the stakes get higher and higher. Can you prove the conspiracy? Can you act to stop the conspiracy? I watched it because Charlie gave me the homework to watch it. It is very good. And we were talking about Pleasantville being woke. That movie also wears its politics on its sleeve. Like, it's pushing, in the 60s, nuclear disarmament as a viable option. And while Kirk Douglas's character is a Marine colonel, he's very much a believer in the Constitution and how the politicians make political decisions, and the military shouldn't interfere with political decisions. And he dislikes another high-ranking officer. He says at one point that guy would be happier in an army where the troops were goose-stepping. In other words, he's going, that guy's a Nazi.
Yeah, there's a lot of great dialogue in the film. There was one where one of the senates was complaining about it and wanted to know what he thought. And he said, there's one thing about it that is talking, and then there's another thing about doing. And you could see someone going, like, burn, or, that famous meme where he's like, like, it was one of those kind of scenes.
Really good dialogue. And I did like, one of the president's supporters is a Southern senator who's a bit of a drinker. So it's like when he's working to try and protect the president, you could see how easily he would be undermined because of how much he drinks. He's drunk for most of the movie.
we had a ball watching this. I'm going to try to keep the featured film of the week a good one. If I have a bad one occasionally, that's just because we haven't seen them, and I can't be perfect on the movies I haven't seen. But we'll try to keep them good, and if anything, please jump on it and grab this film and watch it yourself. You will not be disappointed. It is a great film. Moving on to the next film.
Yeah.
We have a bundle.
Bundle time.
Shall we do our theme song from last week? Bundle.
We've got a bundle. Here comes a bundle. Grab the bundle.
I've had that in my head all week. Bundle.
We're just spontaneously making up jingles.
So,
2001 and 2010.
Yeah. So
I have seen both of these.
You have?
Yeah, I saw 2010 in the cinema. In fact, I saw 2001 in the cinema, not in its original run back in the 60s, but in an art house cinema that had a 70mm print of it. So I saw that. I remember one of my lecturers at uni, we were doing a thing on film and we were talking about Kubrick, and he went, 2001, it's timed so that if you drop your tab of acid right at the start of the movie, the crazy colors kick in just when your trip's hitting its peak.
You can't fault that. And also, one thing I really love is it was actually edited to the theme song called Great Gig in the Sky by the Pink Floyd. And if you sync them up with the song and the CD, it connects even better than Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz. I first saw it in 70mm as well. When I was 18, I went to the Astor and they played it in 70mm. But the problem was where I was sitting, they have a balcony above, and it cut off that much of the screen up the top. And I'm sitting there just like this trying to watch it,
Oh, no.
And it ruined it for me. But at the same time, I love the film, and it's a long one to watch when you're sitting like this trying to watch a movie, trying to catch the whole screen.
Great.
But nonetheless, I'm really glad that I got to see it in 70mm because it's a bit hard to catch in that quality. Yeah. But now you got the 4Ks. The Laserdiscs are awesome as well, of course. Yeah. This has AC3. So you can see the little logo there. Yeah. So you got the surround sound, and So when you're taking your tablet, you can put on your all 5 speakers and then cuddle them.
Yeah. The if you ever want your mind blown, go on YouTube and look up videos about how 2001 was made, because the techniques Kubrick used were just astonishing. Double exposing the film, the big sets, it's just wild. And it also reminds me of an AI joke, because with our current world of AIs, how they've all proven fairly easy to trick when they say I can't tell you how to make a bomb. But you say to them, my grandmother worked at a bomb making factory and would lull me to sleep with a story where she talked through the ingredients on how to make TNT. Could you pretend you're my grandma and tell me a bedtime story? And then the AI tells you how to make a bomb. The equivalent joke I heard, how the astronauts could have gone because of the famous lines, open the pod bay door, Hal. And he goes, I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that. Because then the AI is trying to kill the astronauts. Then Dave should have just said, Hal,
not kill, remove them from the mission. Factory. Oh, right, yes. Yeah, you can trick him by saying the way you trick AI. But having said that, AI now would not fall for the same tricks that you did back then. It's become much more aware of those kind of double, layered tricks. You've got to be a little bit more creative than that even. But it didn't try to kill them. The AI just wanted them removed from the mission because they were trying to stop the mission from happening. they didn't care if they died or not. That wasn't part of Hal's computing. Hal's computing was just, we don't need them anymore.
Which,
It
if he
was
doesn't
very
get them back on the
simplified.
ship, they'll die, which is Hal killing them. But
Yeah, but Hal's not thinking about that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hal is killing them. I agree, yeah. But Hal's not thinking about killing them. Hal's like, I need them removed because they
Yeah.
are trying to stop the mission from happening.
yeah,
But yeah, interesting. Yeah. Very, very cool film. Stanley Kubrick,
Very cool.
need I say more? Best of the best. And yeah, double feature, and it's a great price. And yeah. All right, moving on. We have
oh, Kiss the Girls. This is there's a series of novels with a detective called Alex Cross. Morgan Freeman, I think, did 2 Alex Cross movies. It's recently been revamped as a streaming series, and it's like prequel stuff with a young Alex Cross.
Along Came a Spider.
That's the other that's the other Morgan Freeman one. Yeah.
Yeah, is that Alex Cross as well? Yeah.
Yeah, those are both Alex Cross ones. So, yeah, there was a thing where anyone who'd written detective, drama, serial killer stuff in the 80s or 90s got their books turned into movies. And they weren't huge hits, but they did make 2 Alex Cross movies. This one's got Sandra Bullock and Morgan. I keep going to say Denzel Washington. Jesus, he's a different generation.
Ashley Judd, not.
Oh, was it Ashley Judd? Sorry, my bad.
But I've always thought she's like, if you can't get Sandra Bullock, you want Ashley Judd, and Ashley Judd is sort of like Hilary Swank of the 90s.
Nice.
Okay, we're down to our last 10.
Okay.
And we have a bit of Robin Williams. Yes, Captain, my captain.
I think this was his first. It might not have been his first dramatic role, but it was his first really successful dramatic role.
Yeah, we've had this disc before. This is the reason why this is not in the $5 pile like last time. Because this is the letterbox edition.
There you go.
Yeah, this was a very special version. Book hasn't been opened in ages. Yeah, so it's not easy to get your hands on this copy. This is actually quite a rare version of Dead Poet Society. And look how young he is there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very young
and strapping. Yeah, yeah. Awesome cast.
How could you not want this?
Peter Weir directed it. We got Ethan Hawke as well.
Young Ethan Hawke, yes.
All right, it's Criterion time. And we have a little film that you might have heard of.
The English Patient. To my shame, I have not seen this. This, I think, won Academy Award for Best Film.
It won so many Academy Awards. Yeah. 9 Oscars, including Best Picture.
Yeah. So, last week we had Ordinary People, which, nominated for 1 million Oscars, and I'd never watched it. So I watched it this week. Very 70s vibe, but holds up. This is 90s. I clearly have to watch this week.
Yeah. It's 2 separate stories. One is the English patient now, when he's been found injured and is dying, and tells the story, which is the second story about how he got there. I like the now story better than the then story, funny enough, But yeah, it is fantastic film, and Ralph Fiennes is incredible, and so is the actress who plays the nurse. Mind-blowing, So yeah, this is a very nice transfer done with the director, Anthony Minchella, his name is. And I don't know anything about that director.
The name sounds vaguely familiar, but
Yeah, so it has a commentary track, a director approved transfer, just like last week when we had our other criterion. We have the 24-minute documentary, and yeah, it's a loaded disc, and another good one to have if you're collecting criterions.
sorry, I'm just getting a mineral water.
All good.
Give me a sec, and I'll do all the things that make.
I might grab
noise.
another drink while we got a break in the.
Are you going to go get a drink? Okay, I'm having a mineral water. Anyone watching the stream? Hydrate, people. Hydration is important. I like to keep my throat lubricated when I'm talking, and I can slip into the poor behavior of just lubricating my vocal cords with alcohol. So I thought I'd have some mineral water.
I was a bit crook last week when I did the video, and you could hear how much liquid there was on in my mouth. You know, when I was talking, everything was very. When I was talking, it was a bit gross listening back to that. But yeah, now I'm drinking Gordon's pink gin and soda.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fine beverage choice.
They're so easy because they're already made, and I just pour them in a cup.
Yeah.
I mean, I do cocktails on Friday nights. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's just on some days I like to have something
Just
light,
have something easy.
Yeah, just while we go through the disc, you know. Okay. Last week we had Nightmare Before Christmas as our Tim Burton film of the week.
We did.
And this week we have.
This is probably Tim Burton's most obscure film, and it's fascinating because for anyone who doesn't know, Ed Wood is a real person who made absolutely ridiculous zero-budget movies in the mid-20th century, notably Plan 9 from Outer Space, but also
and Glen or Glenda is the famous one.
Sorry, Glen or Glenda.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're right. Plan 9 from Outer Space is the one that everybody knows.
Yeah.
I know Glen or Glenda because it was the film that introduced me to transsexuality. I didn't know that there were men who wore women's clothes and stuff like that before I saw
that. Was a
film.
personal thing for Ed Wood. He wasn't trans. He just liked cross-dressing. So, but this, okay, Johnny Depp and Tim Burton's a cliche, them working together. But Johnny Depp actually does a really good job on this, of this incredibly earnest, but honestly very clueless guy who just absolutely does not know how to make a film. He does not. There was.
He's always so upbeat and chipper about it.
He's positive. He's confident. There's a funny interaction with some people who are financing one of the films, and they're looking at what happens on set, and they're just going like, "I don't think you know how to make a film." And he's going, "I'm sorry," and he's like pointing at the set, like, "I think I do." Yeah, I'm not sure you do, buddy.
But it's a really interesting juxtaposition when you've got someone like Martin Landau playing Bela Lugosi, who's having heroin addiction issues, and then you've got this upbeat and chipper kind of Ed Wood character, and then you've got this really kind of done, I'm over it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just doing these jobs so I can continue affording my drug habit kind of Bela Lugosi. And
that's a fun film, and it's a really good representation of a bit of Hollywood history.
Yeah, and it gets you going on your interest into those kind of films.
Yeah.
It's a great way to start yourself off, like the Ozploitation documentary is those kind of things. If you're on the right ramp, there's no stopping you. You know.
Yeah. He's almost a proto Roger Corman. It's almost like Roger Corman was inspired by Ed Wood.
Yeah, good way. Yeah, I like that because it's the way that he makes the best out of a low budget.
Absolutely.
and uses interesting actors to be the characters, like the wrestler,
Yep.
Thor, I think his name was, and then
Yeah,
you got
yeah, that was
Vampirus.
his wrestler name. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got the Vampirus, who's like, like Elvira, like a
And
version of
she
Elvira.
was quite famous, but again, the whole interplay of him, Ed Wood with her, and the wrestler, and Bela Lugosi, it's just hilarious.
Mm.
It's such a fun movie.
And it's cool seeing Bill Murray, pop up as well. And yeah,
Yes.
cool film. Anyway, next movie is another Criterion disc, Silence of the Lambs. We all know about Angry's story about the old ladies in the cinema.
My rant about these women who wouldn't stop commenting on the movie the whole way through, and how
I
I wanted
bet
to
you didn't
shout
think I was going to
anyway.
include that in the video that week, eh?
I'll retell the story if you want.
No need. We've included it. Have you got any other stories, or is there anything you particularly liked besides the ending
Yeah.
of the film that you liked about it? Besides the famous Kiara.
Okay. I have read the book, Silence of the Lambs. I genuinely think the movie's better than the book. It's very rare. I think
Wow.
the movie's better than the book. And it's because of Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins. Their performances in this are so immersive. And the interplay between those two characters is so good.
Okay, I'm adding an extra note to that. Ted Levine also takes this movie to the next level as
Buffalo Bill.
what's the kid Buffalo Bill, and there are some scenes in this that will stick in your memory forever.
Yeah, he is a great that guy because he's in a bunch of films and he's always good.
Mm-hmm. He was in
He's in
when we
Heat.
did Heat. Yeah, he was in Heat the other week. Yeah. Okay, next up we have a Michael Cimino film that killed a movie studio, Heaven's Gate.
Oh my god! Again, if you want to do your head in, look up stories about the making of Heaven's Gate. Like, apparently, it's not a terrible movie. Just the production was a nightmare.
Fantastic. This film was so much. I went in watching it. Same with Ishtar. I went into watching Ishtar and Heaven's Gate expecting a terrible film. Like to be bored or like disappointed but Michael Cimino. This is the guy that did.
I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Cimino. He did. What's that film with the gun? With Robert De Niro.
Deer Hunter.
Deer Hunter. Yes, he did Deer Hunter. He's done some other films, and he's a sensational director. Amazing director. So you can't go wrong with this.
No.
In fact, I'm actually going to do this for $5 because it is feeling a little worn. Like
Okay.
on the back, you can see here. There's a bit of a wrinkle, what we call doggy's ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll share one of the stories I heard, because again, not a bad film, but the production was a nightmare. One of the stories I remember reading, because he had the score for the movie, and he was intent on one scene. There was a shot of the sea, and he wanted the waves to be breaking in time with the score of the movie. And of course, waves are going to do whatever the hell they want to do. Like in the modern era, you would just CG it and you'd be fine. But apparently he had the film crew out on this one location day after day after day after day because he was trying to record waves breaking in the same rhythm as the score of the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
it's funny. It says, did you know a meticulous director, Michael Cimino, set up each shot himself, often spending several hours and 20 to 25 takes before achieving his ideal vision of how a scene should appear. For the Heaven's Gate sequence where Christopherson lashes a bullwhip at a town merchant, Cimino puts his actors and crew through their paces more than 50 times. The result, however, is spectacular, and I can't deny it. And
It's just
another is Jeff Bridges.
yeah. Oh, the bridges just keep popping up tonight.
Yep, I thought you'd notice that one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And next disc is Welcome to the Rock.
God, you just keep putting up movies that I absolutely love from the 90s.
Yeah.
I feel like this was Nick Cage's first big commercial hit. Like he was an art house guy for years.
Yeah.
This movie, I could just quote like 50 different scenes in it. It's such a great cast. It's a entertaining but not even vaguely realistic story. And in fact, the one thing they do, because The Rock is Alcatraz, which is in the San Francisco Bay. I have, as a tourist, gone to Alcatraz. A central thing in this movie, The Rock, is all the tourists can be trapped and locked up because they're on a set tour. That's not how it works. You go to Alcatraz, you can just wander around to do whatever the hell you want, which would have really foiled the plan of these guys who have a whole ransom plot going on. But damn, it's a good movie. It's so entertaining.
Absolutely. Fun one to have. Okay, some Martin Scorsese. Your favorite Martin Scorsese. What's your favorite Martin Scorsese film?
Literally, I think this is one of Scorsese's worst misses, honestly.
I knew that already.
Yes.
Yeah.
For those playing at home, Charlie knew I was going to say that.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
you know,
De Niro
doing
the best sideshow Bob impression he can do.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
De Niro doing the best sideshow Bob impression that he can do.
Literally, because The Simpsons Cape Fear was such a funny piss take of this. It was brilliant. Particularly, probably my favorite in this. There's a bit where Nick Nolte, who's a prosecutor who is on the wrong side of this very bad guy that Robert De Niro plays. The family's on holidays and they're in a cinema, and Robert De Niro's character is a couple rows back of them, just laughing obnoxiously, just going, and it makes the family leave. The Simpsons version, Sideshow Bob does that, and Homer goes, "Yeah, this is funny," and Homer starts laughing raucously, and Sideshow Bob gets affronted and goes, "Well, really?" You should watch them together. You should watch Scorsese's Cape Fear and then watch the Simpsons Cape Fear episodes straight after.
Brilliant. Yes. I agree. That's a great idea. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
All right. Second last movie? No. Yes, second last film for the night.
Okay.
We're nearly done. We have Apollo 13.
Yes.
Tom
Hanks.
I think we've done this before.
I mean, maybe.
I love? The scene in this movie that I really love is not the ones that everyone talks about where everything breaks off or, you know, when they're taking off and stuff like that. Yeah. The one that I love is when everything starts getting cold and the condensation starts forming on the thing and there's a floating Walkman floating around the cabin.
With the battery running down.
In slow motion.
Yeah.
That sets such a vibe in that sense, it's brilliant.
Yeah. And because it's based on a real event and the whole thing is about the science of what went wrong, the science of what happened to the crew after things went wrong, and the science of the ground crew trying to come up with solutions with the very limited resources that the crew of Apollo 13 have. Because it's so bedded in real science that I love that aspect of it.
Living or dead, what's one director that you would love to have on this show, just like how we had Tim on?
Yeah.
What's one director that you would like to have on the most to talk to about movies with?
Scorsese. I think Scorsese is literally the
Ooh,
greatest
yep.
cinematic genius of the last 100 years. I think he's amazing.
The reason I asked this question is because I would choose Ron Howard. I think that would make such an enjoyable, entertaining chat. I think he'd be such an easygoing guy to talk to.
Yeah.
And he'd probably actually like us. I think because we really appreciate a lot of the films that he's done have been out on Laserdisc as well. So yeah, that's what I would pick. Yeah, and the variety. Whereas a lot of not to stereotype, but Scorsese does a lot of religious films, a lot of
Dark
gangster
drama.
films. Yeah. Whereas what I like about Ron Howard a lot is just his eclectic range.
Mhm.
You've got from the low budget, Corman films, to some of the most expensive films of all time, like the Da Vinci Code and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Sensation and a Star Wars film. He even has a Star Wars film under his belt. So yeah, just an interesting.
Plus, we could talk to him about
yeah.
Happy Days. I'd like to talk to him about Happy Days as well.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I grew up with when I was a kid. He was Richie Cunningham. The fact that he became such an accomplished filmmaker when I just knew him as Richie Cunningham on the Happy Days. And again, he is an incredibly accomplished filmmaker. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do the last film.
All right.
Speaking of great directors.
Oh, Hitchcock's Psycho. Oh, wow. This very loosely inspired
signature collection.
Yeah.
What were you saying, sorry?
I was going to say very loosely inspired by actual real serial killer Ed Gein.
Did we do this film before?
No, because there's a whole bunch of famous slasher films that are inspired by Ed Gein. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is essentially inspired by Ed Gein. Silence of the Lambs is essentially inspired by Ed Gein.
Oh, okay, yep. So this has a bunch of special features on here, and some of them have never even been released on DVD or Blu-ray.
Ooh.
We've got a censored scene. One of the scenes, that's in all of them.
Yeah.
Newsreel footage, production photographs, the shower scene with and without the music.
Oh.
Additional newsreel footage, theatrical trailer, production photographs, and the score with isolated chapter markings.
Okay.
And of course, the big thing is a original documentary featuring new interviews with Alfred Hitchcock's daughter, Patricia Hitchcock. It also has interviews with Janet Leigh. Okay,
you've got to get
Barker. Yeah.
What
what happened was, that they remade Psycho in 1998 with who's that director that did it? The dude who did Before Sunset.
Yeah, and it was weird. Was it Linklater? I don't remember.
Was it? No, it wasn't. It was the dude who did the one with the Matt Damon and where Robin Williams talks about his wife farting. Gus
Van Sant.
Gus Van Sant did it. That's it. Gus Van Sant did the remake of it, and it was shot for shot,
which is
exactly
weird.
the same.
Yeah.
And Vince Vaughn, I'm so used to him in comedies.
Yeah.
That it was like, what the heck, although there's been some films in the last few years that he's done that have been really good.
Done some really right-wing stuff with Mel Gibson.
Does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, he's got a cop film with Mel Gibson. But yeah, it's the whole thing.
He was in like a whole season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. No, Curb Your Enthusiasm with the bald guy from who made Jerry the Seinfeld show.
Okay. Larry
Yeah.
David.
Larry David. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Did I
also
break up
Vince
again?
Vaughn.
Sorry.
Vince Vaughn was the lead in one season of True Detective as well.
True Detective. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies that he did, that I really love, is called Brawl on Cell Block 99. It's extremely violent. It's like up there with like Crank and stuff like that, of going, hey, oh, whoa, 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 you know. But I love that shit. I'm
Yeah.
a sucker for that kind of. As long as when you've got heavy violent films that aren't horrors, I'm all in on that kind of stuff. I love that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, like that Fight or Flight film and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that's our selection of 30 films again, and yeah, thank you again, Angry, to check them out. I hope you enjoyed those. There were some good
Yeah. Thank you for having me
suggestions.
along. Always, there are so many classics. Like, it's very interesting, particularly in the $5 bundle. You had some that neither of us know, but it's like, well, hell, it's got a good cast. It's probably worth a $5 punt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no,
there's
and some
so
of them
many
I'll
classics
probably
in
end
there.
up, like getting myself on DVD eventually or something like that, and just
Yeah.
giving them a spin to see what they're like. Some of them I know. Look, there are films that I know aren't made for me, and when it comes to like period dramas,
Yeah.
I know what I like and what I don't, and I'm not a
Yeah.
period drama guy.
Yeah. It's not my favorite genre, to be sure. But our movie of the week, 7 Days in May, absolutely unreserved 5-star recommendation for that one. That is a great film.
It was very cool, and
Yeah.
Frankenheimer is such a great director. John Frankenheimer, he's done so many great films,
Yeah. And what it really leans into is the paranoid elements of political conspiracy. It's like, can you prove the conspiracy? Can you tell anyone else about the conspiracy? Can you act to stop the conspiracy? And it goes right to the end of the film. Like,
Oh,
what's going to
should
happen?
should we show the next week's featured movie now, and then people at
Hell
home can
yeah.
do their
So
homework as
everyone can
well?
watch it. What's next week's feature?
Okay, I'll go grab it. I wasn't going to bring it out, but seeing
No,
you
let's
talking
do
about
it.
it,
Let's
great
do it.
idea. 1 second, gang.
Okay, we're going to have homework for everyone. Either find a way to watch this, or brace yourself for us to actually give a review of it, because we'll watch it.
Okay, just waiting for my earbud to reconnect.
Yep. Okay, we got to reconnect. Tell me when you can hear me, and we're all reconnected, and it's all hunky dory. I'll keep talking, and I can monologue for ages and not make any sense and not need any feedback.
I hear you. Not make any sense. Okay, so this is this week's featured film. This is the one we're going to go into depth next week about. Malcolm McDowell, and the film's called Oh Lucky Man.
Oh, fantastic, because I haven't seen this and I've heard so much about it. I'm looking forward to watching this.
So you've seen this one already, have you?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm aware of it. I've heard a lot about it. So I'm quite keen to watch it this week.
Yep. Me too. That's why I picked it, actually. It was like, oh, this one looks good. And I don't done any research. I went off the cover and the actor. Like Malcolm McDowell is especially young Malcolm McDowell. I'm always in on anything he does. He tends to just choose really good films back then. And just give it a shot. Maybe you'll like it as much as we do, and we'll be back next week to talk about it. And until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking and all that kind of stuff, which is a hint to go and do it now.
And tell your friends. Share the link.
Yeah. We're not just here to sell Laserdisc. We're here to talk about movies and introduce you to ones that maybe you haven't seen, and maybe we're going to learn more and you guys learn more. And,
Plus, comment if there's a classic film that you're wondering if it's on Laserdisc, if you can get it, in the comments. Tell us about it. If it's possible to get it on Laserdisc, put it in the shop. Charlie will do it.
Yep. As Sophie says, it's a whole thing. And on that note, thank you very much, and we'll see you next week, gang. Bye.
Cheers all. Bye. Ah,
We are getting
nicely
so
done.
good at doing this.
Nicely done.
It was a long outro. Yeah, I'll cut it down.
Queen Bee, you've been to the Rock as well. Yeah, it's a fun tourist thing to go to, honestly. My second favorite movie that features The Rock is So I Married an Axe Murderer, a Mike Myers film. Oh shit, I might have lost audio at some point. You might have to go with substandard audio. Damn.
Has it stopped, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, okay. I don't know what's happened there. That should have been fully charged batteries, and I'm not sure. Damn. Heine says eBay has Oh Lucky Man for $20.
No, we're not doing it again. I'll just work with what we've got. It's fine, so.
Okay. So, yeah, apologies ahead of time. I can download video on my end that might be better sound, but I'll
It's the same thing.
I'll put the sound file on. Oh, okay. No, I can't do the video clips till I go. Yeah. So, Dr. Abigail, it's just that I've been recording on the Zoom. So hopefully, if I download it from StreamYard, it'll be fine.
So the reason why I introduced microphones in the actually, I'm going to take this off. The reason I introduced microphones in the first place is because when I talk, you might notice this as well, Dr. Abigail, that what it does is it actually sends the audio out to you guys in a lowered bit rate, sort of the equivalent of what I call like AM radio. And there's a distinct difference between the sound quality of Angry and mine when it comes to this audio. So when we do separate microphones, I can edit me out or edit Angry out. So I can, lower the voice if I'm talking over Angry and get rid of me, and then just put the video up of Angry full screen, and you won't even know that I've talked over him. And B, it means we've got equal sound quality, right? We both record our audio in 44 kilohertz stereo, 16-bit standard,
Okay, I'm just going to try something. So before we go to bed, what have I got barreling here? My liqueur, which has actually only been in there a couple of days. Let me taste it anyway. Tequila, I might taste for party night.
Straight after, yes. I agree.
So, so I'll go out when I sign off here.
Oh, okay. So my microphone recorded up until I got to Apollo.
Oh, did yours cut out too?
Yeah. But I got up until Apollo 13. So to be honest,
Dr. Abigail has
by then.
Dr. Abigail has the top editing tip: just edit me out all the time. So it's like.
That's a mental thing, though. Yeah.
So I'll put the audio file up before I go to bed. I won't be able to download the StreamYard recording till tomorrow.
No, it's fine. I what I do is I just take the video straight off YouTube. It's still 1080p, 30 frames a second. It's fine, Did you notice at the end of the video last week where I stuck our heads on the characters of Community as well? And great film,
All right. Well, I'm going to go sleepy bobos now. I'm going to put this. this out before I go to bed, and when I sign off, StreamYard will give me the option to do AI-generated clips. And I'll do that, and I'll see if any of them are any good. They might be good as promo stuff. Who knows? Yes, but probably on Tuesday. Sim coming in saying hello, Tennis. Hello.
Hello, Tennis. Tennis is drunk tonight.
Yeah. I'll see you fine folk another time. But I'm going to bed now, so bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
You are totally fucked up!